Hi everybody, this is Lolly. I'm here in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, getting ready to do a tour of this newer store called the Craft Box. They've been around for a while, but they had a different location and they have just moved. So I just want to show you, just gonna get my hand out of the way here, what they offer. And they have stamping, scrapbooking, let's see if we're in here, stamping, scrapbooking, embroidery, knitting, quilting, sewing, fabric and yarn, beads and paper. I mean, this is an incredible place here. It's like a thrifting craft store, and they do gently used crafting supplies, so they're high quality. It's not like something you're going to find in Goodwill or that's really in bad shape. They're very picky about what they accept. So I've been in their other store before they moved, and now I'm getting ready to go on a tour of their new facility, so come along with me. Okay, here we are inside the store. And I'm getting ready to do a tour of this new facility, and it's pretty large here, so this may take us a little while. I want you to come over here and meet Liz, one of the owners. Hi.
Give us the Craft Box.
So, how long have you been in this new facility?
We opened here October 9th.
October, okay. I think I came in like June or July of last year. Yeah. I want to come start over here to the right here. And you have it pretty much arranged according to type of crafting, yes?
Yes.
I'm seeing this says stitching over here. How do you get most of your supplies for your store?
We buy from people. We just buy outright. And we also get a lot of donations.
Donations and purchases. That's really great. I mean, it's a great way to reuse and to conserve. And these things don't end up just in Goodwill in the bottom of a bin somewhere. So these are like stitch kits here.
Yeah.
I'm going to come around the corner right here, and we see a lot of stitching pattern books probably.
Yeah, a lot of patterns and books.
Now you're going to see there's bins and bins. It's like every little nook and cranny is filled of goodies. So you would your eyeballs would drop out of your head looking at all these all these things tucked in here. I can't imagine having to move all of this, but look at all these stitching supplies here. Fun. So anything that you can imagine needing or wanting, or especially if you're wanting to start a new craft, because you know when we decide we want to try a new craft, we end up buying everything and then say, oh, I really don't like that. So I think sometimes the investment, it's great to start off at a place where you can get really good bargains on this. Look at the colors and these embroidery flosses and these kits. And this is only one little tiny little area. And I think you ladies teach classes here too?
We do. We just started having classes, so a lot of card making.
Oh, good. Card making. And there's a little island here. Great. Oh, and so you pretty much have things arranged according to brand too, don't you?
We try, yeah.
It's kind of hard, but...
It's hard when you have onesies and twosies.
Yeah, one of something. Oh, look at all these leather scraps. Oh, my goodness. Now, what you don't see is that I'm going to have to actually come back after I'm done videotaping this. I mean, I need to put my camera down and just, like, actually buy some stuff. So I will, like, add that to the end of the video if the video is not too long. Look at these beautiful fabrics here. So we're going to come over here, and I see this next little area just says yarn there. So oh my goodness, you really do have some beautiful colors, and it just looks like a yarn store, not like you just have bought onesies and twosies. And again, pattern books. Look at these are gorgeous. So do you do yarn projects yourself?
I don't. I'm mostly a quilter.
Oh, quilter. So imagine between you and the other ladies and the ones that work here, you've got probably a lot of different skill sets. Yeah. Look at these bins.
All of us like something different, so that's kind of good.
That is good, because you can pool your talents together. Mm-hmm. These bins are all labeled with the different materials, the different fibers that are in there. Aren't they great? Oh, look at this spinning wheel. So much. Oh, wow. And then, of course, all the needles and supplies you would need for that. Let's come around here. And, you know, what are beads doing here? But, you know, you use beading in yarn work, and plus making your stitch counters right here. Yeah. Cool. And then thread notions and buttons. And I'm a button addict, and I...
Oh,
fun fond memories of playing in my mother's button box, and so I have my button box. So when someone's shirt is missing a button, I dig that out and I just play in it for a little while before finding the right button. Look at all these.
Therapeutic.
It is therapeutic, and I'm a tactile person. I love the touch and the feel of things, and the cool, smooth buttons just really, I don't know, it's therapeutic, like you said. Really cute. And of course I love crafting buttons, the really cute ones. Look at all these threads. Oh, look at all these trims too. Oh my goodness. And I'm seeing, here's the fabrics. And there's some edging right here and various, oh, and they're right behind me, I know, right in the middle there's like this little island here. And the old metal bobbins. Oh my goodness. Cute. I'm trying to get out without scrunching the camera here. More fabrics behind me. Oh my goodness. We've got a quilt section here. Since we're already doing the fabrics and threads, let's go around here to this quilt section. She's got the fat quarters right there. I don't want to get too close with the camera, but you can see there's shelves upon shelves. Beautiful fabrics. Now I've been using fabrics for making journal covers. And so, you know, and fat quarters are a great way to do that. You don't have to invest in a lot of, you know, a bulky piece of fabric that you're going to use one piece of and then you're done. So, and storing the fabric. Not that I have a lot of fabric left over. I don't know anyone who does that. No, seriously, I do have a lot of fabric. Because I've done a lot of sewing, I'm just more interested in the paper crafts. But, and so when I look at fabric, I tend to look at fabric from what I can do from a paper crafting standpoint. So now we just have, this is general crafts here, it says. And this is another little nook here. You see how, I'm trying to slow down, but there is just really so much to see. She's got a whole variety of items and bins that you could just dig in and spend a couple hours here. They're so fun. Look at all this. So if you can make it, out here, you need to plan on spending a few hours, and then you can do lunch and maybe even come back. So here's some more. I'm trying to not get too close because it's a little narrow for a camera recording, but you can see all these shelves with just goodies. These are all stencils hanging there. So you never know what you're going to find because the inventory is going to change from, you know, week to week as they get donations. And here's all their adhesives. Now, I have a friend who is one of the ones that is in an area that's getting hit by snow, and someone asked her, do you have, you know, enough food staples, enough to get you through this storm? And I said, forget the food, do you have enough adhesives? And here's all of the hole punches. Great. You could just anything you could imagine. And there's some Sizzix dies. A lot of Sizzix dies. Oh my goodness, and so, oh my goodness, and the scissors, and there actually is an old Sizzix cutting machine. And then there's some thinlits up here. Scissors, here's some papers. They've even got the 12-inch papers. Look at all those. And then they have some in paper packs. Like here. There's more dies on top of the shelf. So much to see. And then more paper, and there's some crafting books here. These look like 8.5 by 11 cardstocks. And then these are the stamps right here. There's alphabetized, excuse me. There's alphabets, and there's all sorts of categories here of the wood mount stamps right here. Bins upon bins of them. And then more papers. These are 12-inch. There's a bind it all, at least a case. I don't know if it's got a, yeah, it's got a bind it all in it. So you never know what you're going to find. There's chalks up there. All kinds of goodies, embossing powders, more stamps. And then here are, look at all these Stampin' Up! Stamps. Can you see how many Stampin' Up! Stamp cases they've got here? Look at that. And then right above them is more, well, I'm sorry, I'm slowing down. There's more wood mount stamps right above those. And then down below the Stampin' Up is a lot of pull-out drawers with more wood stamps, and they're all organized according to topic, which is very helpful. And then we've got the ink pads, lots of ink pads, some trims, some ribbons. This is where I've gotten some of my eyelets. You know, and people say, where do you get your eyelets? Well, I've gotten a lot from here and from other scrapbook stores. And then there's some kits down here. There's photo albums. I'm walking around trying to get around this little island here, and there's all the stickers. This just keeps coming and coming and coming. Can you imagine? It'd be just like Christmas working here. Now, what I've been walking around is this island right here, and I can't get a total good view of it, but there's all kinds of paper stamping goodies here. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Okay, look at all the stuff here. A lot of paper kits, more decorative papers. Stampin' Up! Orphans. That's really cute. Stampin' Up! Orphans. And there's some patches. And then just some mix match here. There's more stamps. There's some red rubber. There's some clear. All going around this little spinner right here. And then behind me, we've got all these ribbons. Look at that. So imagine they're sold, cut your trim. These ones are cut your length of trim that you want, and these ones look like they're selling by the spool. Not positive on that. Come around here. So they do have a classroom, and looks like probably behind the curtain there. So your classrooms are back in there?
They are.
Nice. So if you're wanting to take classes, they said they do a lot of stamping, card classes. And what else do you have here?
Quilting.
Quilting. Yeah. Nice. Good way to use up some of the goodies here and find your supplies right here in the store.
And we do have Lauren from the Stitching Factory here with us. And I'll show you her space.
Okay, we're going to come back here and get a quick peek of this. We go back behind the curtain. Oh, this is a beautiful location for you. Wow. Oh, the Stitching Factory.
Yeah, she does custom sewing.
Custom sewing, great.
She also gives lessons and does alterations.
So if you've wanted to learn to sew or you just need your clothing altered, perfect.
And this is our conference room for smaller classes.
And do you rent out space for classes?
We do.
Nice.
Yeah.
And here's a little food there.
kitchen.
Nice. You could live here.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess back here.
Oh my goodness.
Classroom.
But this is really wonderful too. Look at this, and all the sewing machines set up. This is some really serious area for classroom. Nice.
Yeah.
See if we can back up and really get the full scope of how large this area is. And of course, public restrooms, gotta have that. Love this. Imagine spending almost a day here in a whole crafty workshop. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for the tour. And ladies, if you, and gentlemen, if you crafters, you want to come get some classes or fill up on supplies, this is going to be the place you're going to want to check out. So again, we're here in Wheat Ridge at the Craft Box, and you're going to want to check it out. Thanks for watching. Hello, so this is what I purchased at the Craft Box today. Now this is huge, so I'm not going to get the whole thing in here, but it is a storage container for storing inks, and you can see the price right there. This thing is huge, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's different widths here. You can see these are wider than the ones here, so they would hold different types of ink pads. It's very heavy. It looks like it was homemade. And on the bottom of it, you can see it's got this nice lip right here so it doesn't fall forward. Very hefty, and I think it's a really good purchase. Okay, and I just got those Catherine Pooler inks, and I needed a place to store those. Okay, so besides that, I picked up this Tim Holtz Ideology binder punch because my 2-hole punch puts holes in a different place than his 2-ring binder rings do. So I picked that up. And this says Duct Tape but it's tape with bling on it. So it's got 2 rows of the black kind of plastic but crystal looking shiny things. And just quickly, we were talking about buttons, and so I got some of these Stampin' Up! Buttons. I'm a sucker for buttons in the shape of flowers too. And I just love these spring colors. And they are priced based on how full the containers are. And then I got some more eyelets because these are flower shaped. And one last thing, and I picked up these buttons, which are clear and hard to see. So let me look at that. There we go. That's what they look like. I thought those would be really flexible to use in anything, any project I'm working on. So, and then as an Easter season special, they had these little plastic Easter eggs in a basket by their counter. And I don't know if there's a minimum purchase or not, but you could pick an Easter egg and open it up, and there was a discount in there, and mine happened to be $10 off my purchase. So I was able to get all this and the stamp ink pad display case and get $10 off. So it was a beautiful trip, wonderful ladies working there, and I just love the store, and I think you will too. Thank you for watching.